How have you evolved as a DJ
Yeah, I
over
mean,
time?
every DJ who's in London plays such an expansive range of genres during their sets, and I think that that's something you don't find as much like in New York. I think it depends, depending on where you go, it's going to be like strictly hip hop or strictly house or strictly R&B, whatever. One thing that I used to do a lot is I used to kind of just have like a big bank of library. Like for example, when I started going to 107, I remember the first night of the party, I had to go down to before the party, I had to go down to Guitar Center to go grab a ton of XLR cables for my speakers. And on the way there in the Uber, I was like just frantically looking up songs that I could remember, like going through all my playlists and being like, oh, that would be a good one, that would be a good one, that would be a good one, with no like intention behind exactly why I wanted to play it. It was more just like, this is a good song, people will probably like it, and I'll just like figure out how to mix it in on the fly. And that's how I kind of approach like the majority of my DJ career, especially in the first year of like I just have this big bank of songs in my library that I knew and I knew people knew, and then on the fly, like while I was in the set, I would just like play whatever I felt was comfortable, but I never intentionally like plan out a set beforehand. Um, and one thing I realized about that is like when you go into a club and you're just playing like a ton of hits and stuff that people know already, you're not really necessarily a DJ as much as you are just an aux who happens to know how to mix. So you're very like replaceable in that sense. Like I go into the Jane or something and play a set that any other DJ who's been at the Jane could have played. Like what was the point? The only point of me being there is for the clout. Like, and that's cool, whatever. But like to me, at this point, I'm not like so interested in the clout as much as I am like interested in people seeing exactly what I have to offer skill wise. And I think that that's become like my priority now is making sure that every set that I do, I'm introducing people to completely new sounds that they would have never heard otherwise had they not come to my set specifically. So it's not like somebody could have walked in off the street and been like, "Oh, this was a good night," but they don't remember me. They just remember like, "Oh, yeah, the music was good in that club." And I think that that's the association that a lot of people have in New York is like, "Oh, I like pianos because they have good music." And it's like it's not them who has good. If you're saying they have good music, you're implying that any DJ who goes in there is going to be playing what you happen to like. And I think that that like creates all of these that creates like a
Interesting.
disconnect between the actual DJ experience and like what you're bringing to the table. I think that people should be wanting to come out for the new things that you are playing rather than like just, oh, he happens to play, he plays Alicia Keys, I like the Alicia Keys, or he plays Bad Bunny or whatever. Like I don't think that that's as interesting to me as it is of like, yeah, he played the like I was Shazam songs that he played because they were so cool. Like I like to find that balance between stuff that people like and then like introducing new because that's really hard in New York, but I think that's like kind of the balance you got to find as a DJ because then it makes you so much more unique than just somebody who can just play every top 40 hit in the world, you know?